Leonardo da Vinci, born on 15th April 1452, died on 2nd May 1519. His childhood. 529 years ago, around this time of the year, a beautiful girl named Caterina di Miolippi gave birth to a charming boy a couple of miles away from Vinci, that is today's Italy, whom we know as a very famous artist of all time, Leonardo da Vinci. His father, Ser Piero, never married Caterina. However, he took his custody when Leonardo was 5 years old. Until then, baby Leonardo spent all of his infanthood in the arms of nature with her mother. Father wanted him to be a notary as himself and so gave him a formal school education. Little did he know what fate had planned for him. Studies and early work. Leonardo was an individual of unquenchable curiosity. His inventive imagination could never hold him in the fixed boundaries of the knowledge system, and soon his father could sense his talent, which was meant to be out of the box. At the age of 14, his father introduced him to the most successful artist of his days, Andrea del Verrocchio, in Florence, where Leonardo started his basic course like cleaning the room and progressed with making tempera pigments by grounding colors and mixing with the egg yolk, preparing canvases and panels for painting. It was under him where he learned most of his skills like drafting, chemistry, metallurgy, metalwork, plaster casting, leatherworking, mechanics, carpentry, drawing, painting, sculpting, and modeling. Most of the production of Verrocchio's workshop was assisted by his pupils. Baptism of Christ was one such painting, which is believed to have works of Leonardo in some parts of the landscapes behind and a little angel on the left. Giorgio Vasari wrote in his first biography of Leonardo that the light effect he gave to this angel in the left in his painting was so amazing that Verrocchio called off painting since then and focused only on sculpting. Well, we don't know if it was an exaggeration, but truly by then he grew to a man with multiple skills in variety of fields. His father set up a separate studio for him where he trained many students under him and was eager to explore more. He had views of the world based on logic and methods which were not accepted by the common man for his time. Because of the illegitimate past, he did not receive the correct honor for his work. With an urge to work and earn more, he was an individual of unquenchable curiosity. He wrote 10 points resume for the Duke of Milan requesting for employment. Instead of mentioning about his painting talents, he mentioned the talents where he can work as a military engineer. In his letter, he gave assurance of how we can build architectural structures like buildings, bridges, canals, and more. He acknowledged in his draft about the ideas of building guns, cannons, and tanks for the military purpose. Also, he expressed the desire to make bronze statue of Duke's father. He left his first commissioned work of painting, The Adoration of Maggie, as soon as he was hired, and he left for Milan. A chapel was built by wife of early Duke of Milan. Leonardo was asked to paint the Virgin of the Rocks on a wooden panel for an altar of that chapel. This painting clearly shows the art of sfumato, which means without lines or borders like smoke and fume. The fine shading brings a blending of color and tone, making it more realistic. Another copy was made by him, but this time it was on canvas and is stored in the National Gallery in London. The subject of the portrait here in The Lady with Ermine is identified as Cecilia, the mistress of Sforza, the Duke of Milan, and was believed to be painted when she was pregnant, as the ermine is the symbol of fertility. Leonardo discovered techniques of making oil paints and made it last longer and gave more effects and textures as seen here, which is an oil paint on walnut wooden panel. The Vitruvian Man by Leonardo da Vinci is a pen and ink on paper drawing that depicts a male figure in two superimposed positions with his arms and legs apart and simultaneously inscribed in a circle and square. The Encyclopedia Britannica Online states that Leonardo envisaged the great picture chart of the human body he had produced through his anatomical drawings, and the Vitruvian Man is a Cosmographia del Minor Mondo, that is, cosmography of the microcosm. He believed the workings of human body to be an analogy of the workings of the universe. At Milan, he worked on many projects like constructing wings of the angels of the stage play, making illustrations of military weapons, making statues and portraits, etc. Of all the work, his best one was The Last Supper. Leonardo da Vinci depicted the moment immediately after Christ said, "One of you will betray me." Leonardo rejected the classical interpretation of the composition and had Jesus in the midst of the apostles. He also created 4 groups of 3 figures on either sides of Christ. The 12 apostles reacted in different ways. Their movements, the expressions are magnificently captured in Leonardo's work. The genius of the artist is seen especially in the use of light and strong perspective. Every moment, every emotion, every gesture is well illustrated in his sketchbooks. This shows the dedication of his observation on every minute detail. It is believed that Leonardo tried some experimentations with the tempera paints in the dry plaster of the walls, and hence it couldn't survive the bombing of the World War II, and modern methods too cannot restore it completely. However, Leonardo always made a copy of such huge paintings in his workshop assisted by his team, and thankfully we have one such, The Last Supper, preserved in the church of Saint Ambrogio in Ponte Caprasca. With modern methods of Raman rays and X-rays, it can be well assumed that the picture of Jesus and the person on his right is painted by Leonardo himself. In his later life, he painted these 2 famous paintings. As on today, the Salvatori Mundi is the most costliest painting ever sold. It was earned at an auction by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia on behalf of Abu Dhabi Department of Culture and Tourism for the museum for $450.3 million. But sadly, it is not seen ever after that purchase, and we have no idea where it stays today. Mona Lisa is one of the most expensive paintings of the world, beautifying the Louvre Museum in Paris for the visitors' gaze in a bulletproof glass. While the character of Mona Lisa remains a mystery, her gazing eyes and realistic smile has no replacement or a copy made. He practiced drawings of anatomical structures by illegally digging up the corpus from the graves. He loved drawing various poses of horses of the army and other animals. With his careful observations, he made that there is an enormous connectivity in how God made the universe and how man makes things in the world. He could explain the birth and evolutionary concept way before modern biology came into picture. Many of his scripts are found to be written from left to right with a mirror image, which is an ultimate human ability. Out of many works of Leonardo, very few are found. More than 20,000 of his notes and sketches are believed to be lost in history. Leonardo had a tendency of leaving his paintings unfinished as soon as he finds something more interesting than his current project. He would leave it aside only to be either finished later or ever to be touched again. His mind and life seems like supernatural, while as a human himself, he remains mysterious and remote. If he was with us today, he would have taught about his major belief of observation and how everything in nature has a connection with each other. It would be a great experience to eyewitness these mind-blowing art oneself. No doubt, he was called an universal genius. Alas, we are deprived of the mesmerizing beauty of art made by the magic man who rests in peace at the chapel of Saint Hubert, France. This vlog is brought to you by Crafters Cafe. If you have something to add or to alter something, please feel free to to log on to www.crafterscafehim.com and contact us for the same. If we have hurt someone, it was totally unintentional. We all are learners. Do bring to us the misinterpretations, if any. We hope you enjoyed it and do share, like, and comment below. This helps us to grow better. Thank you very much. See you around. Stay safe, stay healthy.